Kia ora, ko Jooles Clements toku ingoa. Ko ahau, te kai whakahaere o te rōpū, brand experience and business development. Today I'm going to tell you the pūrākau about the Australasian harrier, known to Māori as the Kāhu or Kērangi. There are many pūrākau and this is just one of them. According to some, Maui went to meet his tūpuna Mahuika so that fires could be rekindled for the benefit of humankind. He was attempting to trick her into sharing with him her ability to create fire. In retaliation for his trickery, she sent flames to pursue him, so Maui changed into various manu and ika to escape. By reciting powerful karakia, he called on the kaitiaki to help, and Tāwhiri Mātia and Whaitiri Mā Takataka responded in his time of need. Once the flames lessened, Maui took the guise of the Kērangi and flew high into space above the flames. It is thought this is the basis for the name Kērangi, which is derived from ke, which denotes the call of this manu, and rangi, which means the sky or heavens. Pre-colonial times, Māori would create and fly kites. The biggest of these was called the manu Kāhu. It was created in the shape of a harrier to recall the stories of Maui transforming himself into birds. These kites were so large they could take up to 30 men to get them into the skies. Kāhu or Kērangi feathers were used as decorative head plumes or to attach to wooden weapons such as tefa and taiaha. One whakataukī for the Kāhu or Kērangi is me haere iraro I te kāhu kōrako, travel under the wise white hawk. Kāhu kōrako is a term for an older kāhu whose plumage has lost the dark colouring of youth and whose feathers are pale white or grey, a bit like mine. The plumage of Kāhu kōrako is compared by Māori orators to the grey hairs of elders. When coupled with the veneration that Māori hold for kuia, koroa and kaumatua, the term Kāhu kōrako becomes a metaphor for an elderly person of mana, a person whose wisdom and grace will assist your passage wherever you travel within the hem of their korowai. There are a whole lot of reasons why Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori is important to me, but I think actually Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori should be important to all of us. I'm half Swedish, half English, grew up in a Swedish household in England, but kind of always knew when I was young that England wasn't the place I wanted to spend the rest of my life. And as soon as I got here, I kind of knew this was home. And I think one of the things that was really special about the place was the culture, the indigenous culture, to have something so special here that's been preserved in a way, but is also a modern culture, was really meant something to me. And I wanted to learn more. And one of the ways I felt I could do that was by starting to learn the language, and I've still got a long way to go, but luckily got some great people who are helping me on that journey. Just give it a go. If you haven't spoken any Te Reo Māori before, you know, now's a good chance to learn, and around the zoo you'll see lots of interpretation, signage and stuff that is in Te Reo Māori, so you can try it out. And one thing I have learnt from lots of very kind Māori people is that pronunciation is not the most important thing. It's okay to get it wrong as long as you're giving it a whirl. And they'll probably tell you when you get it wrong, but they'll tell you with a smile.